Have you ever wondered why someone so loving and devoted as a Pisces can suddenly pull away from a relationship? It's a mystery that many people struggle to understand, especially since Pisces is one of the most emotionally intuitive and affectionate signs of the zodiac. When they fall in love, they give their heart completely, yet, if they begin to drift, there's often no turning back. What causes this deep emotional withdrawal? What triggers a Pisces to walk away, even when they still care? In this video, we'll reveal the hidden reasons why Pisces might end a relationship, and trust me, the number 3 reason will shock you. But that's not all. We'll also share insights on how to keep a Pisces emotionally invested in your relationship, so you can avoid these pitfalls and create a love that's truly lasting. If you've ever been in a relationship with a Pisces, or are curious about how to connect with them on a deeper level, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Is your relationship with a Pisces slipping away? Are you unsure why? Stay with us until the end, because we'll also explore practical ways to keep this connection alive and ensure that your bond remains strong. Love with a Pisces is magical when it's nurtured correctly, but when it's not, the emotional distance can grow quickly and seem impossible to overcome. So, let's dive deep into the emotional world of Pisces and uncover the signs you need to watch out for. Before we start, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Zen Mind Peaceful Life, for more insights into astrology, self-growth, and finding peace in your relationships. We're here to help you understand the mysteries of the zodiac and bring harmony into your life. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's begin this fascinating journey through the world of Pisces. 1. Lack of emotional connection. Pisces, ruled by Neptune, is a deeply intuitive and emotionally sensitive sign. They are not just looking for a partner to spend time with, they crave a deep emotional connection. For Pisces, love isn't simply about companionship, it's about sharing dreams, fears, and a spiritual bond that goes beyond the surface. When Pisces falls in love, they invest emotionally at a level few other signs can understand. However, if Pisces feels that the emotional connection in the relationship isn't reciprocated, or if they feel their emotions aren't being fully understood, they begin to feel disconnected. For Pisces, emotional neglect can feel like an unbearable weight. They have an intense need for their feelings to be heard and validated, and without that reassurance, they begin to drift away. This emotional disconnection doesn't happen overnight. Pisces will often give their partner several chances to understand their emotional needs, but once they start feeling emotionally abandoned, they will quietly withdraw. It's a slow process, and their withdrawal might not always be obvious. They won't necessarily confront their partner about it. Instead, they begin to distance themselves, both emotionally and physically, as a form of self-preservation. How to avoid this? If you want to keep a Pisces emotionally engaged, it's crucial to practice active listening and emotional availability. Be present during conversations, validate their feelings, and make sure they know that their emotions matter. Small gestures, like checking in on their emotional state or sharing your own vulnerabilities, go a long way in building the trust and emotional security that Pisces needs in a relationship. By showing emotional consistency and care, you can help Pisces feel safe, heard, and loved. This kind of emotional safety is the foundation of a deeply fulfilling relationship with Pisces. 2. Feeling of emotional insecurity. Pisces is a deeply affectionate and loving partner. They thrive on intimacy and mutual affection, but if they begin to feel that their partner is emotionally closed off or indifferent, it sends a strong signal that the relationship is in trouble. Pisces has a unique ability to sense shifts in energy, even when they are subtle. If their partner starts to act distant or emotionally unavailable, Pisces will quickly pick up on this change, and it will create an overwhelming sense of insecurity. Pisces can feel emotionally invisible when their affection isn't reciprocated, and over time, this insecurity builds up. When their partner becomes cold or indifferent, they feel unloved, even if it is unintentional. This insecurity is one of the quickest ways to push a Pisces away. They need to feel that their love is being returned, not just assumed or expected. They thrive on open displays of affection, whether it's through kind words, gentle touches, or emotional reassurance. How to avoid this? If you notice that your Pisces partner is becoming withdrawn or distant, don't ignore it. Address it immediately and make an effort to reassure them of your love and affection. It's essential to actively express your feelings and be attentive to their emotional needs. The more you make an effort to reassure them, the more they will invest emotionally in the relationship. It's important to make them feel truly seen and appreciated for who they are, not just what they do for you. Pisces needs to know that their love isn't one-sided. 3. Continuous conflict and tension. Pisces are known for their peaceful and gentle nature. They avoid conflict whenever possible and will go to great lengths to keep the peace in their relationships. However, constant arguments and unresolved tension can take a serious toll on a Pisces. They are highly sensitive to emotional energy, and negativity or hostility makes them feel unsafe and emotionally drained. When faced with frequent conflict, Pisces often retreats into themselves as a defense mechanism. They will withdraw emotionally to protect their hearts from the stress and hostility of constant arguing. Over time, this pattern of retreating becomes a coping mechanism. Pisces doesn't thrive in an environment where they feel under attack or criticized. They may begin to associate the relationship with stress rather than happiness, which can lead them to emotionally disconnect from their partner. If conflicts continue without resolution, Pisces will begin to fantasize about a life where they are free from the constant tension. This sense of emotional exhaustion can eventually lead them to walk away from the relationship, believing that they deserve peace and harmony instead of continuous drama. How to avoid this? If you're in a relationship with a Pisces, it's important to approach disagreements with compassion and understanding. Pisces doesn't respond well to raised voices or harsh words. Instead, aim for calm, respectful communication. If conflict arises, focus on finding a peaceful resolution rather than winning the argument. When Pisces feels safe to express themselves without fear of judgment, they are more likely to remain emotionally engaged in the relationship. If every conversation feels like a battle, however, they will seek peace elsewhere. 4. Rationality over emotions. One of the most significant challenges Pisces faces in relationships is when their partner places too much value on logic and rationality and fails to understand the importance of emotions. Pisces lives in a world of feelings, intuition, and dreams, and they thrive in relationships where they can express these aspects of themselves without fear of being judged or misunderstood. If a partner is too rational or dismissive of Pisces' emotional expressions, it can create a divide. Pisces often feels that their feelings are being invalidated or dismissed as too sensitive or irrational. Over time, this lack of emotional validation can make Pisces feel misunderstood, and they may begin to withdraw emotionally from the relationship. When Pisces feels that their emotional world is not appreciated, they will often look for someone who can understand them at a deeper level. How to avoid this? It's essential to approach your Pisces partner with empathy and patience. Instead of dismissing their feelings or attempting to fix their emotions with logic, try to understand them. Sometimes, Pisces doesn't need solutions, they need someone to listen, offer comfort, and validate their experiences. Show an interest in their dreams and emotional world. Let them know you appreciate their sensitivity and intuition. When Pisces feels emotionally accepted and understood, they will open up even more, and the relationship will deepen. 5. A lack of support for their dreams. Pisces is a dreamer and a visionary. They have a natural inclination toward creativity, spirituality, and personal growth. Their passions often extend beyond the material world, and they are drawn to artistic, spiritual, or deeply personal pursuits. For Pisces, their dreams and aspirations are an essential part of who they are, and they need a partner who supports these endeavors. If their partner is dismissive or unsupportive of their creative projects, it can cause significant emotional distress. Pisces may begin to feel as if their individuality is being stifled, and this can lead to feelings of frustration and resentment. A lack of support for their dreams can make Pisces feel unmotivated and misunderstood. Over time, they will start to feel trapped and unfulfilled in the relationship, leading them to seek an environment where their dreams are nurtured and celebrated. How to avoid this? Supporting Pisces in their dreams, no matter how unconventional they may seem, is essential. Show interest in their creative projects and encourage them to pursue their passions. Even if you don't fully understand their dreams, be there to listen and offer your support. By helping Pisces feel validated and appreciated for their uniqueness, you can deepen your connection and prevent them from feeling disconnected in the relationship. When Pisces feels that their dreams are supported, they will be even more dedicated to the relationship and willing to invest emotionally. 6. Lack of support for their dreams and creativity. Pisces are natural dreamers and creators. They live in a world of imagination, vision, and spirituality, where their creativity often takes center stage. For them, pursuing their dreams isn't just a hobby, it's an integral part of who they are. They often feel most alive when they are creating, exploring, or discovering new ways to express themselves, whether through art, music, or even their spiritual beliefs. However, if their partner dismisses, mocks, or shows no interest in their creative pursuits, it can be deeply hurtful. Pisces needs a partner who supports and believes in their dreams, no matter how unconventional or out there those dreams might seem. If their partner doesn't recognize the importance of their passions or doesn't encourage them to follow their artistic or personal pursuits, Pisces may feel trapped in the relationship and begin to withdraw emotionally. Over time, this lack of support can leave Pisces feeling unmotivated and discouraged. They may start to question their worth and whether their dreams are valid, which can result in them distancing themselves from their partner. Pisces thrives in environments where they feel nurtured and encouraged, and when they feel their creative side is stifled, they may look for a place where they can truly grow. How to avoid this? It's crucial to be genuinely interested in and supportive of Pisces' creative endeavors, whether it's something they're passionate about professionally or just a personal project. Showing encouragement goes a long way. Even small acts, like attending their events, discussing their creative ideas, or simply listening attentively when they talk about their dreams, will help them feel valued and understood. Support, appreciation, and validation for their creativity will strengthen your bond and keep them emotionally engaged. 7. Lack of romance and affection. Pisces is a hopeless romantic at heart. They believe in love as a magical, soulful connection, and they crave romance in their relationships. To them, love isn't just about routine, it's about feeling cherished, desired, and emotionally connected through thoughtful gestures, kind words, and affectionate acts. When Pisces feels that the romance is missing or that their partner has become emotionally distant, they may start to feel as if the relationship is losing its magic. Small, meaningful gestures like surprise dates, thoughtful messages, and intimate conversations mean the world to Pisces. If their partner stops showing affection or taking time to nurture the relationship, Pisces can feel neglected and unappreciated. Over time, if the relationship becomes too predictable, lacking in passion, or devoid of affectionate moments, Pisces may begin to feel uninspired and start pulling away. They long for a connection that stirs their heart and keeps the spark of romance alive. Without this, they may start to seek a more emotionally fulfilling relationship elsewhere. How to avoid this? Keeping the romance alive with Pisces doesn't require grand gestures every day. It's the small, thoughtful acts that count. Surprise them with a handwritten note, plan a special date, or simply express how much they mean to you with kind words. Showing physical affection, whether it's a gentle touch or holding them close, will also make Pisces feel cherished and loved. Make sure to nurture the romantic side of your relationship consistently to keep Pisces emotionally fulfilled and connected. 8. Disrespect for their need for alone time. While Pisces is known for being loving and social, they also have a deep need for solitude. As intuitive and emotionally sensitive beings, they absorb a lot of the energy around them, which can sometimes be overwhelming. This makes alone time vital for their emotional and mental well-being. When Pisces asks for space, it's not a sign of disinterest in their partner, rather, it's a necessary time for them to recharge and reflect. However, if their partner doesn't respect this need for solitude and becomes upset when Pisces withdraws, it can lead to feelings of suffocation. Pisces may feel that they are losing their sense of self and become resentful toward the relationship. Over time, if they don't feel like they can retreat into their own space when needed, they may pull away entirely, feeling trapped in a relationship that doesn't allow them the freedom to be themselves. How to avoid this? Respecting Pisces' need for alone time is crucial for maintaining harmony in the relationship. When Pisces asks for space, understand that it's not about rejecting you, but about taking time to process their emotions and thoughts. Don't pressure them to engage in social activities or talk when they're not ready. Give them the freedom to retreat, and when they return, they will likely be more affectionate, connected, and present. A healthy balance between togetherness and independence will ensure Pisces feels emotionally safe and secure in the relationship. 9. Lack of spiritual depth. Pisces is a deeply spiritual sign, drawn to the mysteries of the universe, the unseen forces that connect people, and the deep emotions that make life meaningful. For Pisces, a relationship is more than just physical attraction, it's about a profound connection that transcends the material world. They are highly in tune with their intuition and often feel that their relationships should be deeply spiritual and meaningful. If their partner dismisses or lacks an understanding of their spiritual beliefs, Pisces will begin to feel disconnected. While Pisces doesn't expect their partner to share the same spiritual practices or beliefs, they do want to feel that their inner world is respected and valued. If Pisces tries to share their deeper thoughts, feelings, or spiritual insights, and their partner brushes them off as nonsense, it can create an emotional gap. Over time, this disconnect can make Pisces feel emotionally and intellectually isolated in the relationship. How to avoid this? It's essential to show respect for Pisces' spiritual and emotional depth. You don't have to share the same beliefs, but showing interest in their perspective and engaging in meaningful conversations about life's deeper questions will make Pisces feel more connected to you. Acknowledge their intuition, listen to their thoughts on spirituality, and be open to understanding their worldview. When Pisces feels that their inner self is accepted and understood, they will feel more deeply bonded to you. 10. Betrayal or deception. Pisces is one of the most loyal and trusting signs of the zodiac. When they give their heart to someone, they do so completely and without reservation. They believe in the goodness of their partner and expect the same in return. However, because Pisces is so trusting, they are also incredibly vulnerable to betrayal. If their partner betrays their trust, whether through infidelity, dishonesty, or deception, it can devastate Pisces. Unlike other signs that might respond to betrayal with anger or a desire for revenge, Pisces typically reacts with deep sadness, withdrawal, and emotional devastation. They may forgive their partner, but they will never forget the betrayal, and it will alter how they view the relationship. If the betrayal is significant enough, Pisces may quietly disappear without confronting their partner, choosing instead to retreat into their emotional world. How to avoid this? Honesty and transparency are essential when in a relationship with a Pisces. Small lies or deceit can slowly erode the trust that Pisces has built, and once that trust is broken, it's difficult to rebuild. Be open about your feelings, even when it's difficult. And always communicate with Pisces rather than hiding things from them. When Pisces feels safe, secure, and confident in your honesty, they will give their love unconditionally. Betrayal, on the other hand, will push them away and may lead them to walk away from the relationship for good. 11. A lack of appreciation. One of the most heartbreaking things for a Pisces is when they feel unappreciated. As one of the most emotionally giving signs of the zodiac, Pisces pours their heart into relationships. They constantly strive to make their partner feel loved, supported, and cherished. However, if their efforts go unnoticed or unappreciated, it can quickly lead to emotional exhaustion and frustration. For Pisces, Love is an active expression of kindness and care. They believe in the beauty of giving without expecting anything in return, but they do need recognition and gratitude. When their partner doesn't acknowledge the effort they put into the relationship, Pisces may start to feel invisible and unimportant. Over time, they will become disheartened and begin withdrawing emotionally. If they continue to feel underappreciated, they may eventually leave the relationship, seeking a space where they feel valued and seen. How to avoid this? To keep Pisces emotionally invested, make sure to regularly express your appreciation for their efforts. Acknowledge the little things they do for you. Whether it's a thoughtful gesture, a kind word, or just being there when you need them. Small but meaningful acts of gratitude go a long way in making Pisces feel valued. When Pisces feels seen and appreciated, they will continue to give and invest in the relationship wholeheartedly. 12. A partner who doesn't share their values. Pisces is a deeply idealistic and spiritual sign, often driven by a strong set of values and beliefs. They are guided by their intuition and are drawn to the things that bring them peace, beauty, and meaning in life. In relationships, Pisces seeks a partner who shares these core values and has a similar view of life. When a Pisces feels that their partner does not share their values, whether it's about family, spirituality, or long-term goals, it creates a significant disconnect. While Pisces is flexible and willing to compromise, there are certain things they cannot overlook. A relationship built on conflicting values can be difficult for Pisces to navigate, and over time, this lack of alignment may cause them to feel that the relationship is no longer serving them. Eventually, if they continue to feel disconnected in this way, they may decide to leave, searching for someone who resonates with their core beliefs and values. How to avoid this? It's essential to understand and respect Pisces' values. Even if you don't agree on everything, showing a willingness to listen and understand their perspective goes a long way. Engage in meaningful conversations about your shared values and discuss any differences openly. When both partners can appreciate and align on key life values, it strengthens the relationship and allows Pisces to feel secure in the connection. 13. Being in a relationship that feels stagnant. Pisces loves growth emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. They are not interested in relationships that feel stagnant or one-dimensional. They want a relationship that evolves and deepens over time. If they start to feel like the relationship has plateaued, with little emotional growth or meaningful experiences, they may begin to feel unfulfilled. For Pisces, a relationship should feel like a journey, a path to mutual development and discovery. If they feel like they are stuck in a routine, unable to explore new depths together, they will begin to seek a change. They need to feel that their relationship is dynamic, with room for growth, shared adventures, and a sense of progression. If the relationship starts to feel repetitive or dull, Pisces will gradually lose interest and look for excitement and growth elsewhere. How to avoid this? Keep the relationship fresh by exploring new experiences together. Whether it's traveling, picking up a new hobby, or having deep, stimulating conversations, it's important to keep the excitement alive. Encourage growth, both individually and as a couple. When Pisces feels that the relationship is growing and evolving, they will remain emotionally invested and excited about the future. 14. Disrespect for their boundaries. As one of the most intuitive signs of the zodiac, Pisces has a strong sense of their emotional boundaries. They understand their own needs and what makes them feel comfortable in a relationship. However, if their boundaries are constantly tested, ignored, or violated, it can lead to a breakdown in trust and emotional connection. Pisces values respect and harmony in their relationships. If they feel that their partner doesn't respect their emotional needs or personal space, it can create feelings of resentment. Over time, they may begin to feel as though they are being taken for granted or treated unfairly. In the worst cases, Pisces may feel compelled to walk away from a relationship where they no longer feel safe or respected. They will seek a space where their boundaries are honored and where they can feel emotionally secure. How to avoid this? Respecting Pisces' boundaries is crucial for maintaining a healthy relationship. Make sure to communicate openly about your emotional and personal needs, and always ask for consent in sensitive matters. If Pisces expresses that they need space or time to process emotions, respect that request. Being aware of their boundaries and showing empathy for their emotional world will help create a relationship built on trust and mutual respect. 15. The relationship feels too one-sided. Pisces is a sign known for being deeply compassionate, nurturing, and giving. They are often the ones who put the emotional needs of their partner first and are happy to make sacrifices for the people they love. However, when the relationship starts to feel too one-sided, with Pisces doing most of the emotional labor and receiving little in return, it creates a sense of imbalance. Pisces needs to feel that their love and care are reciprocated. If they constantly find themselves giving more than they receive, it can lead to emotional burnout. Pisces may start to feel drained and unappreciated, especially if their partner is emotionally distant, indifferent, or unable to meet their needs. Over time, this emotional imbalance may push Pisces to the point where they decide to leave, seeking a relationship that offers more mutual support and emotional exchange. How to avoid this? A healthy relationship requires reciprocity. Ensure that you are emotionally available and present for Pisces, offering them the same care, love, and attention that they give you. Don't let them feel as though they are the only ones putting in effort. By showing that you value and appreciate their emotional contributions, you can create a balanced relationship where both partners feel equally invested. 16. Constant emotional turmoil. Pisces is incredibly empathetic and sensitive to the emotional energy around them. They are often highly attuned to their partner's moods, which means that when there is ongoing emotional turmoil or instability in the relationship, it can deeply affect them. Constant negativity, arguments, or unresolved emotional issues can create an environment where Pisces feels emotionally overwhelmed and drained. Pisces is naturally drawn to peace and harmony. They want their relationships to be filled with love and mutual respect, and when emotional chaos takes over, they begin to feel as if their emotional well-being is constantly under threat. If their partner is continuously unhappy, anxious, or disconnected, Pisces may start to feel like they are carrying the emotional weight of the relationship alone, which can lead to emotional burnout. Over time, Pisces may quietly withdraw, retreat into their own world, and eventually walk away from the relationship if they feel that the emotional turmoil is no longer something they can endure. How to avoid this? Create a calm and emotionally supportive environment within the relationship. Focus on open, honest communication and work together to resolve conflicts in a peaceful and constructive manner. When Pisces feels that they don't have to carry the emotional burden of the relationship alone, they will be more willing to stay and invest in the connection. Emotional stability is key to keeping Pisces emotionally engaged. 17. Lack of trust or feeling unsafe. Pisces places a great deal of trust in their relationships. They give their heart freely and expect the same trust and vulnerability from their partner. However, when trust is broken, whether through dishonesty, inconsistency, or a lack of transparency, it can shatter the emotional foundation of the relationship for Pisces. Pisces is deeply sensitive to energy and will immediately notice when something feels off. If they sense that their partner is hiding something or being dishonest, even in small ways, their intuition will alert them. Once trust is broken, it is very difficult for Pisces to rebuild it, and the relationship may feel emotionally unsafe for them. They need to feel secure, supported, and assured that their partner has their best interests at heart. If they feel that trust is compromised, they will often retreat emotionally and, in some cases, leave the relationship altogether. How to avoid this? Honesty and transparency are crucial when dealing with Pisces. Be open about your feelings, and make sure you follow through on your promises. If you make a mistake, own up to it and show Pisces that you are committed to rebuilding trust. Pisces needs to feel emotionally safe and secure in order to feel fully invested in the relationship. Without that safety, they will begin to withdraw, and eventually, the relationship will fall apart. 18. Unresolved past issues. Pisces is a sign that holds on to emotions deeply. They are highly sentimental and often carry the emotional weight of past experiences, especially if those experiences involve their relationships. If past issues, whether from earlier in the relationship or from past relationships, are left unresolved, they can become an emotional burden for Pisces. Pisces may not always express their feelings immediately, but they tend to reflect on things for a long time. If they feel that their partner is not willing to address or resolve past issues, it creates a sense of emotional stagnation. This can lead Pisces to feel trapped in unresolved emotional baggage, which can slowly erode the bond between them and their partner. Over time, if Pisces feels that the past is holding them back and there is no effort to heal or move forward, they may decide to leave in search of a fresh start. How to avoid this? Work together to address and resolve any lingering issues in the relationship. Be patient with Pisces, as they may need time to process their feelings. It's important to have open, honest discussions about past hurts, ensuring that both partners are willing to work through their issues. When Pisces sees that there is a mutual effort to heal and grow together, they will feel more secure and emotionally invested in the future. 19. A lack of mutual respect. Respect is essential in any relationship. But for Pisces, it is particularly important. As a deeply sensitive and intuitive sign, they need to feel respected on every level, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Pisces will go to great lengths to respect and care for their partner. But if they feel disrespected or undervalued, they will begin to feel disconnected from the relationship. Disrespect can come in many forms, from belittling their feelings to ignoring their needs or even taking them for granted. Pisces needs to feel that their thoughts, emotions, and desires are valued and that their boundaries are respected. If they begin to feel that they are being disrespected or treated unfairly, it creates a deep emotional wound that is difficult for them to heal. Over time, this can lead Pisces to pull away, as they will no longer feel comfortable or safe in a relationship where they are not being treated with the respect they deserve. How to avoid this? Always show respect for Pisces' feelings, dreams, and personal space. Be considerate of their emotional needs, and never dismiss their feelings as too sensitive or dramatic. Communicate openly and respectfully, and make sure that both partners feel valued in the relationship. Mutual respect is the cornerstone of a healthy, long-lasting relationship with Pisces. Conclusion. Pisces is a deeply emotional, intuitive, and compassionate sign. They pour their heart and soul into their relationships, seeking deep connections that nourish their spirit. However, when they feel emotionally neglected, unsafe, or unappreciated, they may begin to withdraw and, eventually, leave. Understanding and respecting the emotional world of Pisces is essential for maintaining a strong bond with them. By ensuring emotional security, practicing honesty and transparency, and respecting their unique needs for solitude, growth, and support, you can build a relationship with Pisces that is fulfilling and lasting. Pisces is not a sign that gives up easily, but when they feel that their emotional needs are not being met, they will quietly retreat in search of a connection that offers the love and understanding they seek. So, if you're in a relationship with a Pisces or hoping to connect with one, always remember empathy, respect, and emotional depth are the keys to keeping Pisces by your side. Show them that their heart matters, and they will give you theirs in return. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to Zen Mind Peaceful Life for more wisdom on astrology, personal growth, and building meaningful relationships. Keep tuning in for more tips to create a peaceful, balanced, and fulfilling life.